Chelsea 4, AC Milan 1. Final game of the pre-season, the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. We're going to break the game down. However, Liam Delap got 2 goals. Joao Pedro got 1 goal. He said, don't worry, mate. You can have the 2. I'll have the 1. We also got an own goal very early on. There was a red card. The game was jam-packed with things to go in on. There's so much to talk about, but the positivity from today, Chelsea Football Club are in a very good position right now. There is an aura around this fan base right now. There's an aura around this team. It is convincing us that it could be something special. We could be going for the league title this year. We could be developing players to go and compete and win more trophies. However, before we get started, number 1, hit that like button, alright? It's the best way you lot can support the channel. Number 2, subscribe if you're new. We break it down how you need to hear it. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. The good, the bad, and the downright ugly. Let's get it cracking. Chelsea Football Club beat AC Milan 4-1 today. And I want to start from the very beginning, and I want to start from the positive starts. There's an energy around Stamford Bridge. Everyone's happy, everyone's excited, and it reflects in the way the players are playing. There's pressure, there's absolute intensity, there's competition for shirts, and you could have seen it from the very first goal. There's a ball that goes straight out to Gittins. Gittins says, you know what? Let me hold my beer, let me take this man on one-on-one. He takes his man on, he beats his man, Musa fouls him, free kick, Reece James, beautiful delivery, goes just over Chalobah's head, hits the defender, goes in. 1-0, fabulous start. 3 minutes in, Chelsea Football Club are in cruise control. Genuinely, it was so refreshing to see us start quick, us have energy, and then what ends up happening is the confidence is there. Everyone's starting to play Jogo Bonito, and nobody is reflecting it more than Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro absolutely is oozing in confidence. We're getting the ball, we're coached, and I think that's the best part about it. We're so coached. We're picking the ball up in the centre-back positions. We're finding it very easy to play through the lines. We get the ball, it goes out wide to Pedro Neto. Neto says, no problem, let me take my man on. Does that little thing that he does, the cut in, crosses it in. Joao Pedro's there to header it in. And for me, what was beautiful to see was all last year we said, Pedro's going to cook, and Neto's going to cook when we get, what's it called, a striker there. And all of a sudden, Joao Pedro's come in, and it's within the first part of his integration into the team, you can already see what's going on here. Neto looks more dangerous, the balls that are coming in are getting attacked, we're crashing the box. We just look like a team that knows what we're doing. And then Robert Sanchez, the ball goes to Sanchez, a huge ball all the way down the field. Neto, Joao Pedro is causing so much panic. There is literal panic in every single part of that AC Milan defense. They don't know how to handle him. And the 21-year-old kid that scored an own goal, all of a sudden, he loses flight of the ball. Joao Pedro rolls him. He gets dragged down. And I'm like, don't give a red. Don't give a red. Whatever you do, do not give a red. Because what you're going to do is you're going to kill the game. And we need the energy. We need the minutes. We need to be up and go running. Because you know Crystal Palace right now are playing in a Community Shield. They're playing against Liverpool. It's 2-2 as we speak. I've got the game on right there. However, Chelsea had it easy from that point onwards. And what happens is Cole Palmer steps up, 2 beautiful free kicks. But what we need to talk about is, because we gave the praise to Joao Pedro, but our captain, our leader, our soon-to-be legend, Reece James, absolutely is in impeccable form. He looks like a man that's comfortable with his body, fit and ready to go, leadership capabilities that are just based on action, not vocalness. It's all about his actions. There were so many instances. One-on-one, you're not getting past me. There was another incident where him and Leao one-on-one left in isolation, dealt with Leao like Leao's nothing. Then there was a through ball. AC Milan get around our keeper. Somehow James comes and nips the ball off him in the second half and clears it. He just looks like he's oozing in confidence. He's confident in his body. He's confident in himself. And it's translating across the whole team. There is an aura. I hate to reiterate this word, but this Chelsea team has aura. It feels like something special is about to happen. And I don't know whether that's because we've won the Conference League or we've won the Club World Cup, so all of a sudden there's a little bit of a hype. But it feels like we are building towards something. And no one exemplifies it more than the face of the team. And I've said this before, I'm going to reiterate it again. This is Cole Palmer's team. A lot of people want to talk about nonsense and say, oh my God, we have a team. We got a team, but there's a star player, and it's his team. You see those free kicks he takes, and both of them almost were absolute peaches today? He was absolutely expressing himself like there is no tomorrow. Beautiful, beautiful free kicks. The weight of pass. There was one little interchange, right, where we got the ball, and I think it was Enzo that flicked it into the box. Palmer fly kicks it with his left foot, aiming for the top corner. It went wide and over, but they're expressing themselves. The confidence is there. Everyone's doing something to highlight to the team, I'm adding value. And Palmer was no different. And what was really interesting for me was in the second half. And that's where it clicked in my head. You know, we've been adding a lot of additions into the team. And everyone was saying, oh, but it's additions by subtractions. You're getting rid of Jackson, you're getting rid of Nkunku, you're getting rid of this, you're getting rid of that. For me, today it was very evident, right? Delap came on for Joao Pedro. Delap improved us. Neto came off and Estevao came on. Santos came on for Enzo. And then Hato came on for Cucurella. And what we ended up seeing was Malo Gusto come on at right back. And we saw Joshua Chempon come on. Genuine quality. I'm not saying this is all of them are first teamers in every team in the league. What I'm saying is, if there's a period they need to come in and step up, they will. Esugu came on. George came on. And you saw it. And what was lovely to see was Delap got 2 goals. Liam Delap needs goals. And what I've noticed is a lot of people, especially in my comments, they don't like him. They don't like the player. And what I've realized is it's because he's a natural number 9. We've got so used to and so accustomed, and I'm one of them, by the way, that, oh, but what does the striker do in link up? That we forgot that at the end of the day, if the guy's scoring goals and slapping the ball and keeping the defenses occupied, we don't care. Why do you care? And we saw it. We win the penalty. How does the penalty come? Lovely link-up play. Delap's out wide. First touch cross across the box. Estevao gets dragged down. Liam Delap steps up. And I was screaming, give Delap that penalty. Give Delap that penalty. I need him to get the penalty. I need him to get confident. He absolutely rammed it in like a striker. Reminded me of Harry Kane in the way that he took that shot. And then the confidence is up. What happens at the end? We win the ball high up. We get the ball to Delap. Nice little combination. Gusto into what's his name? Santos. Santos, lovely layoff. Delap's so confident. First time, absolutely slots it in. 4-1 Chelsea. Game over. We're in a good place. And what was really evident was Sanchez looked good in goal. A lot of people are going to criticize him for getting beaten on the near post. But before that, Sanchez was doing really well. His passing's good. I've not been awakened by his passing or shook. There was incidents where he was absolutely coming and craving crosses, couple of good saves. He just looks secure. The problem is he always gets beaten on his near post, and I watched something on it. Apparently, he opens himself up to get beaten at the near post in hope that if something goes across, he's there. It's risky. I'm no goalkeeping expert. I can't. But the final good today was Estevao. And I left this till late, and the reason I left it till late was because Estevao's in a position now where he is knocking on that door. The quality between him, Neto and Gittins, there's a difference. I'm sorry, I like Neto. I think he's a good player. I don't know enough about Gittins to make an opinion yet. I see talent in Gittins. Gittins' shots today, a little bit off. We're going to talk about it later. However, he's getting in positions. Estevao seems important. Every time he's on the pitch, he wants the ball. Left wing, the ball goes to him. Right wing, the ball goes to him. In the 10, the ball goes to him. I can see something in this player. I think everyone sees it. The Stamford Bridge faithful is seeing it. And we need to see more, man. I'm telling you, I want to see him play more. Professor Alex is here, and it's time to educate, all right? The Kavkas View, the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. There ain't always the bad, right? And the good that need to be highlighted. But on this channel, we need to make sure that we don't let standards slip. Number 1, the bad, all right? Gittins needs to calm down with his shooting. I don't mean the volume, I mean the technique. You can see he's got everything to be a goal-scoring winger. He will let shots off. He's just very erratic in the way he's striking the ball at the moment. Sometimes there was an opportunity where the ball went to him in the second half. It's open. He's got a slotted pass. You know, one of those disguise passes into Estevao. Estevao's going through one-on-one. He didn't. He took a shot, didn't even hit the target. You got to hit the target. Other instances, Palmer let him through, left foot, poor shot. Just swung his leg, wasn't confident enough. I think when you pay the kind of money you paid for him, you expect more quality. The problem is, he's young. And I said this when we signed him. We're going to have to ride the wave of him developing. You are literally signing up for another Noni experience. Another Mudryk experience. One day he's going to be brilliant. One day he's not. Today he weren't good. I'm not going to cook him too much. I think we won. I think we know what to work on with him, right? The second thing I want to talk about, I thought Enzo was a little bit rusty today. I thought Enzo's passes were rusty. I thought Enzo made a few bad decisions. That's normal. I think we just need to hope against Palace we do not absolutely take them for granted and we come out and we just handle our business. Doesn't matter how we win, we just handle our business. But these loose passes from Enzo and other players, it's because A, we're playing against 10 men, and I hated the fact that we were playing against 10 men, and B, their second game of preseason, man. Like, I think people can't underestimate. A lot of people are making the argument, oh, they took 3 weeks off. Yes, they took 3 weeks off. They hit some nightclubs, they hit some beach bars, they hit some pools, they hit some beaches, and they were just having the time of their lives. Cucurella was on a cruise of Disney. Do you know what I mean? Disney sponsored me. I wouldn't mind going on a cruise of Disney. But the reality is, it's one of those things where the players aren't fully match fit yet. So I don't know what to expect. I genuinely don't. And the final thing that I want to talk about is, at this moment in time, right, we were getting carved open a bit too much. And the third goal we conceded for the 4-1, it really highlighted what was happening in the first half. A couple of combinations, really direct play, and we were getting opened up. We need to be better. And what I noticed is we leave our defenders one-on-one, and Tosin and Chalobah in the first half struggled with Leao. They really did. A lot of people say they didn't. They did, man. Leao had a good game until the second half where he lost his head because he was getting frustrated. And I don't blame him. He is far too good of a player to be playing the lone man up top. He is going to get absolutely frustrated with life under Allegri, I promise you. However, it is what it is. The final thing that I want to talk about in the downright ugly, when Chalobah went down, my heart nearly stopped. It looks like Chalobah's good. He walked off. Josh came on for him. But it just tells you how thin we are in that position. I personally am not going for a new centre-half. There's been some news that's come out regarding the centre-half. What I'm going to do is I'm going to collate everything, hit that bell notification, subscribe to the channel, because tomorrow I'm going to release a video with all the news regarding the Nkunku to Leipzig. Yes, you heard it right. Nkunku going back to Leipzig and us getting Simmons. What's happening with Jackson? Chelsea have reduced the fee. And what is going on with the centre-back position? There's been some news from Nazir Cancella. We will cover it tomorrow. I just want there to be more concentrated news to come out so we have a better picture of what we're talking about. But in today's match reaction, Chelsea 4, AC Milan 1. So hit the bell notification, like the video. We're aiming for 1,500 likes. And here's a video, by the way, retrospectively looking back on the Chelsea plan of what they were planning to do 2 years ago and now how it's come to fruition. Go and check it out. We were on the money on the Kavkas View. I don't say that often. It's right here. Peace out. I'm out. Enjoy.